Really? Again with these guys?
I'm a man! I'm 40!
Hi everybody, this is Mike Halford from Sportsnet 650. This is a content warning. The following may be damaging to your ears.
Hello, podcast listener. You're listening to a Halford and Brough podcast, and I'm using my podcast voice. You can listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. It's the Halford and Brough podcast, and thank you for listening.
7:01 on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It is a happy Monday. You know what? I know some of you had a case of the Mondays. I know some of you are like Garfield and you hate Mondays. Maybe you love lasagna. Anyway, today is a good Monday because Sunday was such a good sports Sunday. But yeah, Sweatpants Hall of Fame. Nice. Good one. Okay, Moo Cow.
Shocking.
This is Laddie's thing. He can't Moo Cow.
I even set up a button and the button doesn't work, so I apologize in advance, guys.
All right.
Do you want to try it again?
Well, the button doesn't work, so I got to pull it up manually.
You know what? You're going to have to start, actually, if you're late again on this, you better learn how to moo like a cow because...
You can come in here and see. I have the button labeled Moo Cow.
Stop calling it a button.
What it is. You can press it, too.
For the uninitiated, we actually have a cow in the studio.
You missed it.
Are you proud of your life that one of your main jobs is to press a button that says Moo Cow, and quite often you fail?
I can't even do that right.
What's worse, that that's a job or that you can't do it? Because really,
It's the combination of the two.
you weren't here on Thursday and Friday.
I didn't think I understood the gravity of the Moo Cow.
We'd make eye contact, and I could see there was the bit of panic, tiny bit of shame, and it just never happened.
Many people advocating re-signing Chris Tanev in Vancouver. I certainly wasn't. I thought
wasn't
he was.
either.
I thought he didn't
I actually
have
thought
much
about
left.
this. I thought about this in the
Yeah.
shower today. I was like, yeah, no, I didn't think he had a ton left. I didn't think he was durable enough to warrant a long-term deal, but I also knew that there was unique leadership value there and a unique fit with Quinn Hughes that I thought the club ultimately undervalued.
You were thinking about Chris Tanev in the shower?
Well, I was thinking about those moves. I was thinking about how it's wild that, I was thinking about Markstrom, to be totally honest with you. I was thinking about
This
Markstrom.
just shows you that Drance is always thinking about the Canucks.
I am always thinking about the Canucks. And I was thinking about Markstrom, and I was like, my view
What
is...
if Tanev was here too?
my view is that the Canucks should have re-signed Markstrom, right?
Okay.
I still believe that.
Thomas Drance in for Halford on Sportsnet 650.
You were thinking about Chris Tanev in the shower?
Well, I was thinking about those moves. I was thinking about how it's wild. Really, I was thinking about Markstrom, to be totally honest with you.
Like, he's amazing with his feet.
When are the trades coming? But again, the trade deadline isn't for 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's a long way away. I mean, and we God bless the both of us. We tried to figure out if there's anything going on, but unless Frank, pistol whipping all of his sources trying to get information didn't work. That's why you don't negotiate with terrorists. They won't give you the goods.
Total Philly guy, Frank.
Yeah, what?
I do have audio of Frank interrogating his sources.
Yeah.
Where are they? Killing is making a choice.
Yeah, we got a text in. I feel like Frank has a source tied up in his basement that he is currently interrogating. The understanding in that comment is that Phil likes money, right? And right now you're looking at the PGA Tour and also the European Tour, which is known now as like the DP Tour, which I do not like saying. But I guess is DP's like a distribution company or something like that.
Sure it is.
Yeah. At any rate, it's an interesting story because do you remember that the following AllStar Game, which was probably in Nashville, I think? I want to say it was in Nashville.
Yeah,
okay.
That's when 3-on-3 got
When they went to 3-on-3 and I had my, not a a fight, but a run-in with Brent Burns.
An altercation.
An altercation.
I'm sure Brent Burns remembers it just as
doesn't.
fondly as you do.
He doesn't. I asked him essentially, and it wasn't a very delicately worded question. And these professional athletes, they're so sensitive. I was like, so the way it had gone was they had said, okay, we're going to 3-on-3, and the winner of the tournament gets what, $1 million?
That's
like,
right.
which
Winning
is
team.
not
Winning
which is-
team. Winning
which
team.
is not
$1 million.
nothing, right? So my question was essentially like, hey, is this going to make you guys try?
It was a little blunt, the wording of the question.
No, it wasn't. I mean, that was the translation of it, but whatever. Like, how are you supposed to ask it, right? Like, the whole tournament had to change because the guys weren't trying, and Brent Burns like jumped down my throat. He was
shockingly, Brent Burns did not care for the even like subtle hint, subtle gesture, subtle thought that he wasn't giving it 100% out there.
And then he was like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Chase down a guy on the back check or something?" I'm like, "Hey, man, they changed the format and started offering you money to the winner. Like, why do you think they did that?" And then he started. I can't even remember what he was doing. Like saying exactly, but he was essentially yelling at me.
Yeah.
And then one of his teammates who was also there, I can't remember who it was like, "Brent, you need some help over there?" I'm like, "I'm just asking a question about the AllStar Game because the NHL completely changed the formula." Mm-hmm. And then one of his responses, "What do you want? A 0-0 game?" And oddly enough, the final, do you remember that final that they had? Like, the final game was 0-0 for a while.
Right.
And people were like, best All-Star game in a while.
So the key to the story is that you were right.
That is the key to my story.
And the untold part of that story is that then you beat up Brent Burns afterwards.
And then we went out into the parking lot, and I beat the tar out of Brent Burns. Did you know that?
So at 6:30, we're going to talk
I
about...
made him shave his beard in front. He was
Right.
very emasculating to him.
At 6...
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
He was the captain of the team. That was also the John Scott All-Star Game, by the way. That was also a fairly important part of that story. The John Scott All-Star Game.
Right.
All right.
Since.
Yeah, but have you seen the river?
No, because it doesn't exist.
Right, the fake
It's
river.
a fake
We
river.
gotta get to the island.
Yeah, I think so.
Island
Absolutely.
listeners, yeah.
Island life.
There are a lot of islands.
We could be island boys.
We get a lot
Sing
of
that for me now.
We get a lot of text from Sook.
I know. We need to go.
Where exactly is Sook?
On the island.
No, I
I don't know.
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Look it up. Dirt Ninja, my favorite. Ask us anything. What's the furthest you've fallen? He says, I recently fell.
You mean in my career?
Yeah, to 650.
Yeah.
I recently fell 15 feet onto concrete stairs.
How are you sending this?
And then he says, good thing I'm built like an ox.
How?
The furthest
Ox would
I've
get hurt if it
fallen-
fell 50
Drink your
feet.
milk.
Jeez. Okay.
I did fall down the stairs the other day.
In your home?
In my home, because I was trying out some new slippers because I'm 100 years old.
Wow.
And slippers sometimes you don't get like the best support.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then I fell down the stairs.
Carpeted or hardwood?
Carpeted, but it was a loud yelling fall,
Right.
and I wanted to blame someone while I was falling.
You gotta blame the leg length discrepancy.
No, I wanted to blame someone in the house that like had left something on the stairs or whatever, but it was all me.
When I was a kid, I fell down the entirety of the bleachers at Nat Bailey.
Wow.
Going for a foul ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was rain. It was a night game, and it was a little wet, a little moist. If you
I
will.
appreciate
falling story.
that you went like full bore.
I know.
Full
Apparently,
send.
I was knocked out, and then I
Full
woke
send.
up, and they were like, here's a Ron Kittle signed baseball for your problems," and I got that out of the deal, which was nice. But yeah,
First time I ever had the wind knocked out of me.
yeah.
I fell down the entire flight of stairs at the old Chilliwack Coliseum.
Really?
Went right against the glass of the rink.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's bad.
I was like
By the
10, I was
way,
like 10 years old.
Souk on the southern tip of Vancouver Island, west of Victoria.
Sook.
Souk.
Sook.
Souk.
Sook.
Souk.
Sook.
Souk. They have good beer there, by the way.
What, like Lucky?
No, they have their own like microbrewery.
Oh,
there.
okay.
It's good.
I want to play some audio from earlier for all the amazing things that Bryant McFadden said in his hit with us at 7:30. One has really captured the imagination and attention and humor of our listeners. It was when he was drawing an analogy to landing in another job using Jason and I as an example. I don't know if he knows us because it felt like it was pretty on the nose. Like, damn, Brian, it was pretty accurate. Just listen to this because I'm pretty sure Bryant McFadden had no idea who Jason and I were. Listen to his analogy and how on the nose this is.
How can you be so bad at your job, you got fired, but got hired by an opposing company who knew how bad you were, and they gave you a raise, gave you a promotion? That's like you guys being on the radio right now doing a horrible job. But guess what? Your nearest competitor brings you in, and now they're mad and complaining when you do a bad job for them.
What the hell, man?
That was really on the nose, wasn't it? We didn't have any response because I was crying.
Did you hear me when I came up? I'm like, oh, Brian.
Well, that's enough time for you, Brian.
I hate to do this, but we're running out of time. I can't believe that. Can we play it? You know what? I want to hear it just one more time because there's so many moments where I'm like,
Should we do a like a section by section?
I don't want to do a breakdown because all of it's accurate, but let's just hear it again for old
How
time's sake.
can you be so bad at your job, you got fired, but got hired by an opposing company who knew how bad you were, and they gave you a raise, gave you a promotion? That's like you guys being on the radio right now doing a horrible job. But guess what? Your nearest competitor brings you in, and now they're mad and complaining when you do a bad job for them.
Wait, are we the poster boys for white male privilege?
Oh my God.
Are we, you know, when they talk about failing upwards?
It's true.
Is that what's happening
and
to
they
us?
do, and they do still complain about us doing a horrible job. It's amazing. We got some answers to the lucky.
We are the problem with society. Like, what's wrong with society? And then there's a picture of Halford and I giving like the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Those pictures of you on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
that
did
you
it.
guys hate.
Don't worry, we'll land safely. Everything's gonna be okay
For us.
We got some answers on the Lucky Logger.
Can we do this in a hotel room?
Yeah, it was at a festival. Oh, we do role play. That'll be fun.
If the garbage man has to come, I'm whacking it as hard and far as he can and then yelling an expletive afterwards.
What do we have here?
He is always on me. Are we gonna kiss?
Do I have to take my mask off for this?
There, you can see my beautiful smiling face.
I am going to destroy your mouth.
Sounds like you're
Mwah.
kind of kissing.
Mwah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of licking going on.
It was so moist.
Get your posterior in there.
Just tap him on the butt. There's a big butt. That's Halford's behind. And that is a very big hole.
Well, especially with just loser points.
I don't know what to tell you.
Just go watch
It's a massive hole.
So tight. So tight.
That thing's airtight.
You were kind of reaching around was after the show. You know,
Sometimes you don't have time for a full suck, so you go in for a half suck. I don't really want to go down.
But it almost lubricates the meat.
Oh.
I know what happens when you lube that meat. It's easier to put in your mouth. How much attention have you paid to this unit?
What kind is this? This is
That's
a curve. No, I know it's curved.
Oh,
When it's bendy, that means it's curved.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And that's about 35 inches. I don't want to brag.
Oh, I'm so nervous. You don't get it much anymore. Don't screw it up.
You stick the entire bone in your mouth, and then you just remove all of the protein.
Okay. Suck. I love dicks, but I really hate sucking.
Got ripped off. This is unbelievable. Oh man, I am gonna crank. Jacket. We got a big show ahead here.
Oh, so much fun to watch.
Worst porno ever.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking now.